Another day, another nasty Becky who targets a 5-year-old black boy in a park. Take a look.
Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's
Nobody digging to
A little kid just
that little kid. You call him the little child?
what if he acts like one? He's gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act.
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know that's a hate speech, and you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that. What the internet has to say about you.
So, some more context. The man who had confronted her because she had called the 5-year-old black boy the N-word actually witnessed her chasing this black boy because apparently he had taken something that belonged to her baby. And the reason why that man confronted her is because it looked as though she was going to physically harm that black boy. So he stepped up and he was like, "What are you doing?" And you heard her say that he had taken something and, she was saying the N-word multiple times. And when this man asked her, you're going to call a 5-year-old the N-word? And I don't know if you heard her, but she said, well, if you're going to be acting like one, who's the one who's acting like an absolute moron? Also, I want to say that this 5-year-old black boy is autistic. So, their brains function differently. So it may be possible that he took something that belonged to her son. It's very simple. You just say to the little boy, no, 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 that's not yours, or something along those lines. What's the big deal? The big deal is we have an anti-black racist Becky on our hands. Afterward, she went and sat down with her child and she continued to call that racial slur out, but this time she directed it to the man who confronted her, who was there with his family. And she continued to call him the N-word as well. And then eventually she gathered her stuff and scurried back under her rock. I have said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't think any black child should be unsupervised in a park. And I say that because in this case, he was there with his brothers. Now, I don't know how old the brothers were, but nevertheless, they weren't around to defend their brother while this woman was calling him the N-word. So I'm not sure how old they were, whether they were in the vicinity. The problem is he appeared to be unsupervised, and our children are not safe. I shudder to think of what might have happened if that man who witnessed it didn't get up and confront her. Maybe she would have assaulted this young boy. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful. Our children are not safe unsupervised. And that boy was only 5 years old. And as I said, autistic. So not really going to be able to understand what's happening. So again, I say to our parents, please let's keep eye. And anybody else, you see something like this man did, he got up and stepped in. That's what we have to do. It takes a village. And back in our day, whoever auntie across the street was, our parent, and uncle on the other side was our parent, and you couldn't play that. So we need to get back to that and protect our youth. This one woman here, though, she needs to be held accountable. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Until next time, I shall see you again. Until then, please be safe.